Hi there Leos, I'm Ellie Rose and welcome to my channel. This is your October love reading from the 29th to the 5th of November. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If it resonates, let it in. If it doesn't, let it go. So what have we got for our Leos? 10 of Wands with the 10 of Swords. 2 tens. Then we've got... another 10 of Cups, and the Lovers. Well, this is interesting already. Okay. God, I think my surprise has just knocked me out of out of the zone here. Okay. Okay. Feels like an ending. But the Lovers, soulmates, twin flames, boom. I'm gonna have to draw more cards, guys. Definitely one person is a more positive ending than the other person, whatever that means. Someone is feeling okay about it, someone's feeling not okay about it. Let's clarify this, please. The Hermit and the 5 of Coins in reverse, and Knave of Cups and the 6 of Cups. Wow, this is very different energy, guys. So someone here can be a Gemini, can very much water. This is all water here. Sees the potential in this connection in a deep way. Like, this is like they recognize it as a past life. Like, I think a lot of you, or at least some of you out there watching, know that this is somebody that you have met before. You feel it, you know it, nobody can tell you otherwise. You've had messages from your intuition in whatever form they might come up. They might be coming up as, you know, just like general synchronicities, like you keep seeing the same thing, you hear this, you know, keep hearing the same song playing, you hear something that you thought in your head, you know, you hear someone say something that was said to you by that person, like these kind of like weird things where all of a sudden like reality goes like, and you're like, what? Write them down. That's like biggest advice I could say. Write them down, because it causes, it's not only just for you to consciously remember, but it's also for you to train it. Like, if you write it down, then your subconscious kind of remembers more and notices more. It's a little bit like writing down your dreams. Like, if you don't write down your dreams first thing in the morning, then you tend to kind of forget a lot of details, and the more that you write down your dreams, the better you are at remembering them. I don't know why that works, but it does. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can say here. Somebody is fully sold on this. The other person, on the other hand, is not so happy. Like, if I can just, I don't know if I can hold all of these up at once, but like the colour differences is insane. Like, look at that. That's like super pastel-y, like, oh, I'm so in love. And then like the other ones are like doom and gloom, browns and blacks. Yeah, so the other person, something has happened for them to have to go within to move away from this connection. Like something, there's like the 5 of Coins in reverse. It's like their job ended, they ran out of money, you know, they've had some sort of like worry, health scare, family member has died, or, you know, become ill, or become, you know, in a bad place, like not emotionally, but obviously emotionally, but only because of the physical thing, like because of the material external thing that's happened to them. Something has caused them to feel like it's all over. It's not over though, because it's like it's over in their head. And it feels like, you know, okay, I've come to the end of this now, like I'm feeling so burdened by all of this, it's just too much, I have to put it down, I have to stop whatever is going on, I have to be by myself right now. Who knows what. let's clarify what's happened to this person here on the left to make them feel this way. The Hierophant. Hierophant's coming up all the time at the moment. Oh, and that's fallen out as well in my hand. So what has happened to this person is something to do with like some either religious purposes or just something that is very like conventional, traditional. Perhaps you guys are of a different religion. Perhaps you guys are of a different culture and your families or in society doesn't approve. Because of that, the person cannot offer the commitment that they want to offer, which would be like marriage or something. Perhaps this person is already married. That is a big one. Yeah, can be already married. Well, specific. There's going to be someone out there that this is for. Whenever I get these specific ones, it's always for like, it's for someone. So let's see, what subconscious blocks have we got for this person here? Judgment and the Strength card. Yeah, so the person here feels like it is had to end and that they don't have the strength to look for a second chance. Like they're worried that they won't get a second chance. They're worried that they are perhaps not enough to get a second chance, or that they won't have the opportunity to try again with this person. So let's have a look here. What subconscious blocks have we got? Death card, subconscious blocks, and temperance. Wow, guys, this is a deep reading. So the blocks that this person here is having is that they're unwilling to transform in a way that is needed for this connection to materialize, because they're so overwhelmed by how deep this is and by how amazing this is that it's like they can't help themselves. They can't help themselves but try. They can't help themselves but reach out. They can't help themselves but love. And because of that, it's sort of like they're resisting some massive necessary change that needs to come in, and that might be the end of it. That might be, you know, we had these 10s come up right at the beginning, so it might be that this does need to end, not necessarily forever, but for now maybe. Perhaps there needs to be some lessons that are learnt through an ending. Perhaps there needs to be something that can only be learned if it comes to a close. And again, I don't mean permanently. It might be temporary, it might be permanently, but like it might be that, you know, both parties need to learn something very deep about themselves, about each other, that can only come through not being together. Wow, okay. Kind of stunned. So this one on the left, let's find some advice. What advice can we give this person? 6 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. Yeah, the lesson for this person here is to try not to see it as somebody winning, somebody losing. You know, like if they choose to go towards the connection, that other people might lose out and then they feel guilty about that. They also feel like if they don't move towards the connection, then they might lose out. Whichever way they go, they feel like there's going to be a winner or a loser. Now, if this is somebody that is already married, then you can kind of see why that would feel that way, because it's like choosing between people. You know, somebody's going to lose out, somebody's going to get hurt. If it's to do with like family discrepancies, like religion or culture, or like, you know, just not approving of the other person, then obviously somebody has to lose out there. Either the family are upset or the lover is upset. This person needs to get over that, because they can't please everybody. They're not going to be able to please everybody. And I feel like they're trying a little bit too hard to do that, rather than just following their heart. Yeah. What about this person on my right? What advice can we give this lovely person here? the Empress and the King of Swords. So for this person, the advice is that for now, do things that make you feel good. Really focus on self-care. Like, it is still Venus retrograde, so, you know, these are big lessons that we're being taught from the universe at the moment, all of us. But for this person in particular, it's very important to focus on self-care. And by that, I don't just mean go and have a bubble bath or, you know, get your hair done. I mean, and obviously those things are nice, and that is part of self-care, but also things like, you know, do you need a break? Do you need a day off work? Do you need to focus on something that perhaps you've left a little bit stagnant because you've been focused too much on this connection? Whether that is, you know, clearing out your desk space so that you feel more fresh, or even something like, you know, starting a project that you wanted to do, or like, you know, maybe you've seen some course that you wanted to go to, or like a class that you wanted to go to, and you've just been too wrapped up in all of this. This is part of self-care, like putting your own needs first. You don't have to do it all the time. Obviously, it's nice to be kind to other people and to give to other people, but like, part of self-care is recognising what your needs are and putting those first, regardless of what else is going on. So yeah, and I feel like that will really help to be able to understand this a little bit better with the King of Swords. You'll be able to get a little bit more clarity on what's going on here, and then perhaps be able to leave it behind so that it can change into something else. It needs to transform into something else, because at the moment it's like, obviously incredibly profound connection, but like, there's something that is blocking it, and I feel like it's a very deep kind of karmic lesson going on here for one of you or both of you, probably both of you, that needs to be solved through perhaps stepping back. So yeah, take care of yourselves. If this resonated, I would love to know your individual situations. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next week.